Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, February 8th. Oh, it's so joyous to see the sun outside shining away, and the warmer temps certainly have felt nice too. Again, boys and girls, that playground likely will be sloppy in the coming days because of that melting snow and those warmer temperatures. So I strongly advise, until we are blacktop only, which I hope doesn't happen, but until we are, to wear those boots outside so that your shoes aren't getting muddy and nasty. And have you been fab with vocab? Our word of the week is unique. And I tell you what, Mrs. Schwartz, she's just amazing. Yes, you are amazing. Yesterday, we were in a meeting together and she used the word unique in context and appropriately. She talked about how she is really unique and amazing and all sorts of things. Now, she didn't say she was amazing, but I added that part. But she did talk about her unique qualities. And I went, you're fab with vocab. So be fab with vocab, just like Mrs. Schwartz. Be amazing. Be everything you can be, boys and girls. Use unique in your writing. In your reading, find it. And conversations are always cool to expand your vocabulary and let everyone know all the learning you're doing here at Scott School. And now on to Mrs. Schwartz.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Reha, and thank you so much for the kind words. It just filled my bucket right up. Friends, I have been getting into classrooms starting actually on Monday, and I will continue through this week and next week to visit you. And I am so excited to be able to do that. I love to see you all, even just popping into classrooms. But when I actually get to come in and teach a lesson and be with you, learning new things and teaching new things, it just is like one of my favorite parts of the year. So, one of the things that we are going to start doing on Morning News is reviewing some of the coping strategies that you have been using throughout the year and that you have learned with your emotional regulation lessons and different times that I come into the classroom. One of the things that is one of my favorites, and so many of you hear me say it all the time, about breathing and how so very, very important it is. And I know sometimes you're like, Mr. Schwartz, I do this and it doesn't work. Well, you're right. That's probably not going to work. When we breathe, it is so, so very important that we take slow, deep breaths. That's the key. And I'll teach you some different ways that you can do that. But for today, what I'd like to do is just remind you, when you breathe, you go in through your nose, nice and slow, count to 5 in your mind, and then out. And when you go out, breathing out through your mouth, and try to empty your lungs as much as you can. And what that does is that helps you get all that nice, clean, good, fresh oxygen up into your brain, into your heart, into all of your body. And then it gets all that warm, used up air out. So let's try it again. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Nice work, everybody. And this is a strategy that's really, really good to use when we're feeling a little extra stressed or when our anxiety or our worries are kind of creeping up on us, because it happens. We all have worries. But that is a really great strategy and one of my favorites. And we'll continue to learn different ways to breathe. I know so many of your teachers do a beautiful job teaching this, and we're going to just keep on reinforcing that message. All right, my friends, let's all stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.